Hi, my name is Renee. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to do a garden tour. I know it's almost June and this was recorded like in April, but I'm going to catch you up. So here is my little watermelon patch and they've gotten a lot longer now. This is like in a corner by my AC unit. And I have here sugar baby watermelon and an orange variety that I think it's like tender orange or something like that. Um, and then in this is my herb planter, and I have some rosemary and some thyme and oregano, cilantro. Um, I haven't really harvested anything out of here. The thyme died. Um, I put it in that corner so it's not like direct sun. And here is my strawberry planter. So I got these strawberries from Stark. I originally was gonna order from Isis Nursery, but they were all sold out. So they're looking great in this video. Now, I have these like white beetle bugs that are on my ackee tree and they find their way over to the mulberry and the strawberries. So you can see some holes in it there too. So they're not looking as great. These are ever sweet strawberries. So um I have to figure out something to kind of keep them away. And these are two yellow pear tomatoes here. I already started harvesting on those. Those are always very prolific. Um, my green onions, and then in there I have my sweet potatoes, and next to that is just some callaloo seeds that I'm trying to get the seeds from. And then here is my blackberry. I did get the blackberries from Ison's Nursery. I got two varieties. And here's my other two green stalks. I did get another green stalk that I'm gonna put up later for onions. So in here I still have beans. I've harvested a lot of these and they're pretty died back yet. I think at this point I harvested most of the bok choy out of here, and there's just a couple left that kind of got taken over by bugs. So the bok choy harvest was pretty successful. The Swiss chard had a hard time germinating. I only have one plant really, and it's still very small. And in the other green stock, I had like a second succession of the baby choy, and then those started to bolt in May. So here down here is the eggplants and the peppers. So I ended up taking these out because I don't really water the green stock every day like I should, and they're kind of struggling. So I just took them out and put them in the ground because I know I'm not going to like really water it every day. Obviously, clearly I don't. So I ended up putting them in the ground next to my tomatoes. And then here I put a little jicama there just to see. I wanted to see if it would grow in a green stalk. This is my other blackberry from Iceland's Nursery, and they have like today I saw one has the first one you saw has a little white flower on it. I saw that today. So they've grown up and bushed out very nicely. And then here I have my little June plum tree. At first, I wasn't gonna let this go to fruit. Like, I was taking off some of the buds, and I haven't counted it, but I think there's about at least 6 on there because it had just grown back. So I was like, let me not stress it out trying to produce fruit. Um, Here is my tomato patch. They've gotten a lot bigger. The this section over here, the beefsteak tomatoes are really what's on the vine right now. I've harvested the yellow pear tomatoes, the Roma tomatoes. Couple have had blossom end rot, or they're really tiny, but the beefsteak tomatoes are holding on, so they're just starting to change color. Now these cucumbers were doing so good. I'm so proud of myself, like that they gotten this far. And I ended up going to fertilize it, and I don't know if I was just tired or if I just didn't want to get in the bushes. So I had um when I went to fertilize it, I poured the um fertilizer like over the leaves along with the zucchini in the back. Like I had to reach over tomatoes and just kind of poured it on the leaves down into the soil. And I think that burnt them because ever since then they just started dying back. And I just like pulled out the dead roots and vines this past week. So I got no cucumbers, but I'm gonna try again because I was trying to grow cucumbers before and nothing, not even this long of a vine. So this is the first time I'm growing zucchini, and I harvested three zucchinis off these plants here, and the same thing happened when I had thank goodness I got those three zucchinis. When I poured the fertilizer, it started dying back. So I think I burnt the leaves and burnt the plant, but that's all right. So in the back here, I got my little corn patch and these cantaloupe vines that aren't really doing anything, still aren't doing anything. I think they're about dead at this point in May. And the jicama. And just these old lemongrass and English ivy and aloe vera. So this is the jicama. I should check on this. I actually did not check on this. I know I did water it, but I need to make sure that the weeds are not taking over this. Now the corn, I kind of just like, I haven't even really touched the corn, really. I saw some were kind of, well, they're all small anyway, even though I saw that the tassels turned brown. I was like, um, there's nothing in that, really, because they were so tiny. Plus, they had a lot of bug damage at first. I didn't use any type of pesticide. Um, so from the beginning, really, I knew they're kind of done because of all the bug damage that kind of took them over. So I'm probably gonna pull up the corn when I get a chance. But then I was thinking like, well, if the bugs like the corn, that'll keep them off everything else. So since then, what else? So the mulberry has gotten a lot taller, like waist height, and again, those little white beetle bugs, I forgot what they're called. They are eating down all the mulberry leaves. And I guess the buds too, because I really haven't gotten any more, or I haven't seen any more mulberries on the bush since I noticed something was eating at the leaves. So here they look great, and like 1 month later, there is just like the sticks out of the ground. So I planted two pineapples, and I moved the bananas I had in the bucket into this garden space here. There's like about four of those bananas, and those are just the ones you get from like Home Depot. Um, Here I did harvest some coconut, but I never got to them. In this back corner, I have my peas. Those are still doing all right, but I kind of forget about them sometimes. Um, so here in this jungle is my blueberry, which I've sprayed with this fungus, like fungicide. So I see that the leaves are coming back. So right now, all the leaves are like a bright green and it's looking very great. The best it has looked in a very long time. But next to that, I have my fig, and the fig was looking terrible. So I just recently pruned the fig a little bit. This is the raspberry tree, and I do not know what happened to all my raspberries. I think someone stole them because the next time I came out, I was like, "There's just that big one that I was just touching was not there." And this might have been a few weeks later, maybe a week later, and that's the progress on the zucchini. So I just had Googled like when to harvest a zucchini, and it said like between 6 and 9 inches. So that is me harvesting it. And just a couple other harvests from that week. Thanks for watching.